Orion's Quest!
How's it going, everybody? This is DuoTronix, and this is my review for Transformers Kingdom Huffer. There he is in the box. Very G1 looking Huffer, if you can see through the box there. And there's the Kingdom artwork there on the side. Very nice. Huffer in his robot and vehicle mode. He's looking awesome back there. And the Huffer artwork, that's really cool looking. That's a great drawing. I love the knuckles, how you can see the inside workings of the hand there. Oh, and the arc up there at the top. Yeah, that's Kingdom Huffer. You may as well say G1 Huffer because that's exactly what it looks like, but Kingdom line it is, and he looks really great in the box, but let's open him up. Okay, here we have Huffer out of the box, and he comes with all you see here. The shield thing that he comes with for some reason, and his blaster, which, you know, that looks pretty cool. I don't remember him having a blaster like this in the show, but, you know, that's alright. He's got one, so that's cool. He looks pretty fantastic. He looks very G1. They nailed the color schemes. Except for maybe the black fists. That should be silver, I think, but, you know, it's a very small complaint, I guess. Yeah, he looks fantastic. But yeah, so let's check out his articulation. He has arm shoulder rotation. He can go as far back as the cab will let him. Oh, and it bends around that way a little bit. So yeah, he goes all the way around. This is pretty nice. Goes all the way out. He's got the bicep swivel there, so he can turn his arm that way. He has elbow bend and no wrist articulation. His hips bend out that way, all the way up, all the way back. There's some twist there. He's got knee bend, of course. That's pretty nice, and the ankle bend, and I guess technically can lean up a little bit, and his head turns around. I'm pretty sure. I know it goes back and forth. It's hard to get in there. Yeah, I haven't transformed him yet, so I don't know how to how to do that, so I'm not gonna turn it yet, but I'm pretty sure it turns, you know. Oh, there we go. His head turns. All I had to do was pop him out of that for some reason. There we go. He's also got waist twist, which is good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for his articulation. Yeah, as a G1 version of Huffer, he looks pretty good. But yeah, I'm not sure why he comes with this thing. I know that it's supposed to be a shield and it's supposed to clip onto the back of his truck in truck mode, but you know, does it really need that? Like, what's, you know, this looks like the back of the truck right here. I don't know, it seems like an extra piece, maybe a reason to charge 20 bucks and, you know, throw in all this extra stuff, because he's a very small figure, you know, very small, and, you know, there's a lot of empty space here, and in the back there, he's very light. He looks amazing, don't get me wrong, I really like him, but you know, he just feels really light, which is kind of unfortunate for a $20 figure, you know. But I gotta say, he looks really good. So, you know, maybe once the truck mode is here and I see what that's like, maybe it'll all come together. So in that case, let's get him transformed and see what he looks like in his vehicle mode. Okay, there's Huffer in his truck mode, and that's just without the other stuff. He comes with this trailer bumper thing, and that goes on the back here. It hooks in, and his blaster comes apart, and you fit it on the back, these orange tabs and these orange slots here on the side of the gun. And so that's what he looks like with the other pieces on him. However, I don't know, I think he looks like a bit of a garbage truck like that. I don't like it at all. You know, like you can take these off and this, and I don't know, I feel that looks perfect right there. That's what Huffer should look like. You know, there was no need for the other stuff, but that's what it came with. But yeah, he's pretty decent. He rolls. Yes, he looks really good in truck mode too, like this. Again, I think he looks so much better without all that stuff on the back of him, the extra stuff. It's really unnecessary. And, you know, again, probably just to justify $20 for this thing somehow. But, again, you know, like this part of it is really, really good. You know, he looks like Huffer. That's what he looks like. And of course we're going to do this. Earthrise Optimus Prime. His trailer fits on him. And even with the non-F trailer hitch, it fits on him. So he can haul Optimus Prime's trailer. It looks really good holding this thing. You know, there he is. He can do it. So that's really awesome. And you have to take all that other stuff off in order for the trailer to fit, you know. Let's see him with some other vehicles and see what they look like comparatively. Here he is with his Season 1 castmate Sunstreaker to compare, to see the vehicle modes here. He is much smaller than Sunstreaker, but he's a smaller guy. But they both fit in the lanes here. And here's Cliff Jumper here, so you can see the size of these two guys together, because they're closer in height, you know. He's going the wrong way back there. Yeah, they look pretty cool. And here he is next to Optimus Prime. Just to see the scale there. Yeah, they look pretty good. You know, I mean, I guess that's probably not what the, you know, a real scale made. I'm not sure there are trucks this small that look like that. I mean, I guess there would be. There would have to be. But yeah, they look pretty cool together as trucks, you know. He's a little smaller, of course, but you know, he looks like a truck, and you know, he could be driving alongside the freeway with this guy. You know, get these guys going in the back here. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So, yeah, there's, you know, that's Huffer in his vehicle mode. Let's get him transformed back to robot mode and see what happens next. Okay, so here we have Huffer back to his robot mode. And again, with his accessories here, the shield that he comes with, or it's a, you know, some kind of plate, but it acts as a shield, so you can put it on the arm here. I guess that looks okay. It's just, you know, it doesn't look like G1 Huffer to me, so I don't know. That's the thing. Like, you can get rid of this thing in truck mode, and it works probably better without it. And So I'm gonna get rid of that thing. And honestly, this gun too, like this is not really, you never saw Huffer with a gun like this, at least in the show. He doesn't even actually hold it that well. Honestly, it's like really, you know. So I'm gonna get rid of this too. And I probably what I mean, I'm not gonna get rid of them. I'm going to probably keep them in the box. What I'm going to give him, if I can find it, I'm going to give him one of these non-F Legends blasters. That looks a lot more like Huffer, doesn't it? You know? It looks pretty good. See, and oh yeah, I forgot to point out, but this gun also capable of blast effects. So we have this one here, capable of blast effects. So I mean, you know, still a very cool gun. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, but it just doesn't seem like G1 Huffer to me. But see, the non-F one does too. See. So you're not losing any functionality with the gun if you don't use if you don't use that one and go with the non-F. The non-F is fantastic. See, I think this looks more like the guns, and they were pretty generic guns for the mini bots because none of them came with guns to begin with in the figure. So you had all these guns that were very generic looking that they just came up with on the show. On some level, these look like it. You know, it could work really easy for those. And again, like I said, they hold the blast effects too. See, now that looks like Huffer to me. Yeah, I think this is a pretty cool figure. It's the main apps and everything like that. All this looks really, really good. This is very G1 accurate. You know, all of it. Besides for the black fists here, which maybe I can do something about that with some paint. Honestly, it kind of does look cool with the black bits in there, breaking up the grays and the silvers. It does look kind of cool. But I think this may be a little too much. They should have been more cartoon accurate, but it looks great anyway. Honestly, I really like this figure. I'm very, very pleased with the aesthetic value of this thing, certainly. It's a pretty good figure. It's, like I said, it's really light. It feels even lighter than, like, you know, even Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper feels a bit more solid. But, you know, I think it's just because of the hollowness of the legs and probably the hollowness of the cab here. But the hollowness of the cab there, you can't really do anything about. And I guess with Transform, you can't really do anything about this either. So he's kind of light. However, again, I guess it's, you know, he's bigger, so, and he's got more little details on him, which is really cool looking. He really does look good. This is a really, really nice figure. And, you know, you can keep the other accessories with him too. I don't know, I think this looks more like a G1, you know, gun. And not only that, but I did find that what you could do, okay, let's just pretend that he's in truck mode here. Oh. And so you can store this thing on the back right there, and it's barely even visible, and you can still plug Optimus Prime's trailer into it. So, you know, honestly, had he come with a gun like this, you know, that would have been the perfect thing for him, I think. Now that he's more G1'd up, in my opinion, with this blaster, let's put him next to some of his Season 1 castmates and see what he looks like with those guys. Here he is with Hound, here he is with Cliff Jumper, and here's Bumblebee. So you can see all the mini-bots here. And they've all got the blasters. Here he is with Jazz. Here he is with Trailbreaker. Sunstreaker. Mirage. And Optimus Prime. Yep, he looks pretty good with those guys. It looks like a G1 snapshot, don't you think? So there he is, Kingdom Huffer. And, you know, like, you could call him a G1 Huffer, honestly. He looks pretty G1. Yeah, he looks fantastic. I love him. I think he looks awesome. Anyway, that's the review, so thank you very much for watching. This is DuoTronix. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like to. If you have this guy, let me know what your thoughts are on him. And, you know, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.